everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Chas. If you're new here, which you probably are, this is my first video and I'm really excited and also really nervous because I don't really film myself talking and it's a little bit out of my comfort zone. So this is really new to me and yeah, it's a little nerve-wracking but also very exciting, as I mentioned. So if you're not from my TikTok, you should go check it out and follow me, self-plug. My TikTok is SFX_. It will be down below. But basically I am an amateur special effects makeup artist and I just kind of been dabbling in it for the past few years, and I've started posting my looks on TikTok and Instagram and I've been having a lot of fun doing it. So I thought it would be really cool to make a YouTube channel and kind of post the process of getting ready and my looks here. But for today's video, we're gonna start off with a simple, easy scar wax tutorial. And holy moly, I don't know how other YouTubers do the ring light thing because it's literally blinding me. I've gotta like see if I can bring it down a little bit. Like my eyes, wow. Let's talk about scar wax. So if you too are wanting to start in special effects makeup, or if you can't really afford scar wax because it is very expensive, some of them, you can make scar wax homemade. I actually have a batch over here that I made. Let's see if I can roll it. It literally, you can make your own. It's really awesome, affordable, and it is really blendable. Like obviously this doesn't really match my skin tone, but yeah, you can definitely blend it out. It's a little rough. But DIY scar wax is super simple to make. It's 2 ingredients. Like I said, if you can't afford scar wax because it can get really pricey, or if you've run out, like I've just ran out, you can make your own. Another problem I know people have with some scar wax is the stickiness. I use Ben Nye Nose and Scar Wax, and I think it's called Nose and Scar Wax. But it's so sticky and so hard to work with, so I kind of started making my own. Let's get into the tutorial and I'll show you how it's done.
Hey guys, voiceover me. I had to do a voiceover because I kept noticing that I kept saying basically and yeah, so hopefully the voiceover me is a bit better. To make your scar wax, though, you're going to need 2 things, all-purpose flour and petroleum jelly or Vaseline, both of which can be found at your grocery store, drugstore, or even dollar store. I don't know what I'm doing right there. Like, what was I doing? Next, you're going to need a spatula. Mine's so crusty. Ugh. You can also use a spoon or a butter knife, but don't use your hands because it's so annoying and it creates like that gross film. Please don't mind my crusty bowl either. I promise that just contained like old scar wax that I mixed in there and just was too lazy to take out. It's a problem. But anyway, I'm just starting by putting like 3 scoops of petroleum jelly. You kind of just start small because you can always build up. I don't know why I'm pausing in the video. Next, you're just going to take your flour and pour the flour right over top of it. And then you're going to start mixing it together. So as you can see, I'm just slowly mixing. Nothing fun. But I will say this process is super tedious. I'm about to speed through it. If at first it doesn't look like you're succeeding, don't give up because like the TikTok whipped coffee, it will come together. I promise you. I'm adding more flour because it didn't really get anywhere, and then mixing until I get a dough-like consistency. Now, I'm doing the hand test. I literally grabbed all of it on my hand, and as you can see, all of the flour or all of the scar wax is really hard to work with. It's not forming, and it's still sticking to my hand, so it's not ready. In that case, I need to add more flour to this mixture. If you have this problem, add more flour, but if it's the opposite and it's too dry and crumbly, add more Vaseline.
Okay guys, so I feel like my hand is completely broken now, but I finally got my stuff mixed. Let me just grab this here. So basically, once you've been mixing it forever, you'll get like this dough consistency, and my hands still have the film on it because I literally like, well, you've seen what I did. But yeah, you'll get this dough consistency where it's really easy to manipulate. Mine could probably use a little bit more Vaseline so that it doesn't pull apart. And I just noticed my, my blanket fluff that's on my chair is in this. But yeah, you should get dough that can be manipulated. So basically I'm gonna show you guys how it applies. I'm just gonna do a quick little cut on my face. Oh, I have flour all over my outfit. Basically what you could do, because you'll want it to kind of stick to your face and it's not as sticky as an actual scar wax, lay down some spirit gum or any adhesive like liquid latex would work as well before you apply it. I'm skipping that step because I'm kind of, I'm lazy. I'm just gonna apply this. I mean, it looks really crazy right now, but then what I'm going to do is using my finger, I'm just gonna kind of start to blend this out. So as you can see, I'm blending it and it's getting good progress. I kind of put a little bit too much, but to help my edges, I'm going to just go back in just a little bit of the petroleum jelly on my finger and just do this. I mean, you don't have to do this, but I just think I didn't put enough in mine, enough jelly in my original one. So I'm just gonna do this anyway. Okay guys, so as you can see, mine's kind of a bit of a bust, which is kind of funny because this is supposed to be a tutorial. Homemade scar wax is a bit harder to work with, I find, than like actual scar wax, just because the consistency almost has to be like perfect. What I would do from there is I would probably set this in latex again and then go over it with powder to take away that shine. And then as you can tell, you can clearly see that my skin tone is a bit pinker and darker, just a little bit darker than this color here. And obviously skin has more dimension. So I would go in with my foundation and just kind of match it to my skin, and then I could stipple. You could totally, I just went cross-eyed. And then you could stipple, you know, your fake blood and your bruise powder, whatever you want. But then you can go in with your spatula. I don't have one, so I'm using a pen. And then just create your cut like that. And it's super easy when it is set in your latex and stuff. It should be really simple to work with. And probably don't use a pen because I totally just got it on myself. And yeah, then you'll be able to go in and fill it in. So that was just a really quick tutorial and I kind of struggled through that. So hopefully that was kind of okay. But I hope you guys stuck around and enjoyed this video. If you have any makeup look suggestions that you want to see me do on camera, let me know in the comments down below. I would love to have your guys' suggestions. And yeah, and we'll go from there. Remember to check my TikTok out and my Instagram. They're both ChasFX_. And yeah, that's it. I'm really awkward. I'm really nervous still. I don't know why. But thank you guys so much for watching. It truly means a lot, and I'll hopefully see you next time. Bye.